Hello guys, welcome to Forex. In today's video, I will discuss with you about the most important thing in Forex trading. That's the structure. Whenever you are trading supply and demand, you must know how to draw a belly. You must know how to draw a CP. Okay? You must identify them. Otherwise, you cannot draw a trend line. And for the belly and peaks, they are quite easy, but when it comes to drawing the CP or continuation pattern, that's where many people fail. Like 98% people actually fail. And that's the most fundamental thing in original supply and demand trading, to identify belly and peaks and continuation pattern. For the belly is for the buying, it's a B shape. It can be two form: drop, base, rally, or it can be drop and the rally. Okay, so it can be the one bearish candle, then sudden move up, then it will be drop, rally. And for the CP, there will be drop, drop, base. Oh no, sorry, I'm okay, I have to show it for the buying side. For example, for the CP, that will be, one second, rally, 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 base, and then rally. Okay, so that's for the buying. That's for the buying. Okay, that's for the bullish trend. Okay, for the bearish, we have peak, rally, rally, base, drop, or we can have a rally and drop. Okay, one candle up, one candle down. Okay guys, and then we can have, like, for the CP or continuation pattern, we can have drop, 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 base, drop. Okay, that will be for the CP. Okay, let me clean it. Now let me show you some example of belly and picks. Okay, for example, here, this is a belly, and this is a pick, and this is a belly again. As you can see, rally and drop. Okay, rally and drop, so that becomes a rally, drop, base, and rally, so that becomes a B shape, kind of B shape. It's a belly. Okay, so that's the belly. So now we have a peak here, and then we have a belly again, and then we have a peak, then we have a belly again, then we have a peak, then we have a belly, then we have a peak, then we have a belly. Okay, for example, see here, whenever you are going to draw trend line, you have to use, for example, you can use, to draw a trend line, you have to use two belly or two peak. For example, this one here and this one here. If you draw a trend line, you can draw a trend line here like this. Okay, one second. There are thousands of ways to draw a trend line, but if you go to the YouTube, you can find thousands of ways to drawing a trend line. Okay, so that's the one example of trend line. Okay, you have to, but see here, that's how it should be. The trend line should be drawn, but sometimes you have to adjust it. Okay, so that gives us a trend line. And here, for example, if we connect this one here and this peak here, then you can draw a trend line. Okay, so that becomes a trend line. Now you can draw another trend line using belly, two bellies, as you can see here. Okay, but now let me show you the continuation pattern in the chart. Okay, continuation pattern I have already showed you, but now let me show you a live example. This is a continuation pattern: rally, base, rally. Okay, this is a continuation pattern: drop, two small candle, base, drop. That becomes a CP. Okay, continuation pattern. See here guys, rally, base, rally, that becomes a CP. Okay, drop, base, drop, that becomes a CP. Okay guys, and then again we have drop, base, drop. You know guys, you cannot connect continuation pattern, you know, you cannot connect continuation pattern to draw a trend line. We don't, always remember, we don't, in supply and demand trading, we don't draw a trend line, you know, because we want to know what is the trend is going up or down. It's not, no, we are not drawing the trend line here to know what is the trend. We are drawing the trend line to find imbalance. Okay, for example here we have a peak here, we have a peak here. Okay, of course guys, you know, is everything is gonna have to be according to the higher time frame. Okay, this is the 4-hour time frame chart. We have to do multiple time frame analysis, and then we can take a trade. Whatever the thing right now I'm showing is not about, you know, taking a trade. Okay, so yeah, for example here we drew the trend line here and here. So where is the origin of the move? So we have the origin of the move right here. Okay, so that's the origin of the move. Then again, okay, you cannot, I'm showing it again, you cannot use these for drawing a trend line. You cannot. Okay guys, you cannot. So, and now, okay, now let me show you how to actually draw them. That's very important, you know. See here guys, whenever, see, many people will draw this peak like this, okay, or like this. Now if I ask you what is the best way to, you know, draw this, you know guys, yeah, that comes from a lot of practice. Okay, this one, the way I drew it, that's the right way. Okay, then for example now here we have a CP here. How are you gonna draw this? Can you draw this until here, or can you draw this until here? How gonna draw it? Okay, the way I drew it now, that's the right way. Okay, for example this CP here, how are you gonna, this CP here, how are you gonna draw it? Do you gonna draw it here like this, or do you gonna draw it like this, you know? Okay guys, so that's the right way. Okay, for the belly, you can draw it like this. Okay, this peak here, you can draw it like this. Okay guys, this here many people make mistake here. This is not a CP. Okay, this is not a CP. Okay guys, this is not a CP. So this is just a part of the belly. Okay, this is a big belly peak. So that's a part of belly. Okay, that's the whole here is a belly. Okay, now let's see, you drew that continuation pattern here. Okay, you drew that continuation pattern here, and after you drew it, you didn't check this area. Okay, you didn't collect, you didn't actually, you put your stop loss here and not here. Okay, and then you place the order, and suddenly let's say market price came down, and you're thinking that you might get a good trade. Okay, and then boom, price came into deep, you know, price came into the deep, you know, price came, where was the origin of that move? Okay, so that's where that was the origin of the move. You see that? Okay guys, so price came here, and after price came here, price went up. But right now you're maybe thinking, oh, it just, banks just took my stop loss. No, banks took your stop loss. No, market took your stop loss because you didn't draw the level correctly. Okay guys, now let me show you another example. Let me find another example. See here guys, This one here, this is not a peak, this is a CP. Okay guys, this is a CP. Okay, for example, this one here, this is a belly. Okay, belly and peak. It's a belly and peak. But this one here, this candle here, this is a CP, this is not a peak. Okay, this mess, you know, this mess here, many people make this mistake. Where was it? See guys, this mess here, many people makes a mistake. They think it's a CP, you know, it's actually a belly. As you can see here, market fall and then market went up. That's a B shape. It's a belly and peak. Okay, so guys, in today's lesson, I cannot teach you everything in one video, you know guys. It's a very huge, you know, when I first learned trading from my mentor, it took me 1 year just to identify. You know, I was not new when I started with my mentor, supply and demand trading mentor. You know, 7 years ago or 6 years ago, actually, I started trading in total. Yeah, no, 7 and 2, because I was learning from someone else the price action 2 years. So I was not new, but it took me a total of, say, you know, 1 year just to, from my supply and demand mentor, you know, 7 years ago. It took me 1 year just to identify what is a belly, what is a peak, what is a, you know, what is a rally, base rally, you know, continuation pattern, belly and peaks. It took me 1 year, and I was not new. Okay, I was not new. Okay, and I had to submitted more than 4,000 snapshot to my mentor, and then he approved me, you know, to the next step. Okay guys, so guys, you're gonna have to practice, and practice, then you're gonna learn. Okay guys, thank you guys, and if you like the video, please remember to subscribe and hit the thumbs button. Thank you.